up, guys? Welcome back to another Friday Finish Lines. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel, where I take motivational quotes. I use them on different topics, not only to inspire you guys, but you take these quotes and use them to inspire others. With that being said, my topic of discussion and for this month and for this week are going to be mental health. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so bring mental health awareness anywhere you can for yourself, for others, and just let people know that they're not alone and we are all going through something. So I have two amazing quotes for you guys today. Let's get started. All right, guys, start you guys off with the first quote. It comes from 2 Corinthians 4:17-18. This too shall pass. I know the picture I have said a little bit more. You can go ahead and read that. But I think this one is just so powerful in such few words. This too shall pass. It's the idea that even though what's happening to you, what is occurring in your life, even the good, the bad, it's going to pass. It's going to become a memory. It's going to be something that you just, think about in the form of something that just happened to you. Whether, like I said, whether it's good or bad, it's something that's going to shape you for what's to come in the future, because everything that's happening to you is preparing you for what's to come. A lot of the times we think that we are so consumed by what's happening in the now that we forget to remember the future. We forget to remember what we've already come from, and it kind of just clouds our judgment. It clouds the right thing to do, and it really projects us into a state of being stagnant, because we're so consumed by what's happening that we forget that, oh yeah, I've kind of maybe seen this already, or I've dealt with this before, and you know what, I got through it, and I'll get through this just like I got through all the other things. And that's kind of what these bad thoughts, the devil kind of wants you to think, is that because this one thing is so now, that because it's happening right now, that it's going to determine the rest of your life, when truly it doesn't. It will pass. It is something that is just shaping you for what's to come, because what's on the other side of that obstacle, that trial and tribulation, what's on the other side of that blessing is something that's even greater. And so I'm not saying not to celebrate the amazing things that happen to you, but what I'm saying is that it will pass. Not to dwell on it, not to harp on it, because a lot of times when even good things happen to us, we sort of dwell on those things, and then when something not so good, or maybe something not as good happens to us, we look at it as bad. We start to compare. We start to look at things as comparisons, when in reality, it will pass. These things will pass. Things come and go. You can't really hold on to things. You can't have such an attachment to things. You have to realize that it's okay to let it go. And you know what? Hey, it's time to move on to the next thing. Really live in the now, but know that in the now that, oh yeah, this is great, but it's on to the next thing, be grateful, be happy for what's happening, but also remember that it's not determining everything that's happening in your current state. And so my last quote for you guys comes from Christine Kane. She says, sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think that you've been buried, but actually you've been planted. And I've definitely used this quote before, and I think it's an amazing quote, because it really is a perspective change, and it's kind of everything I've been talking about in the last month, and then going into May, just about mental health and bringing awareness to that. But this idea, like I've been saying, is it's clouded. Your judgment is clouded. Everything's clouded. The future, the past, all clouded. Everything you think has been maybe shunned or put on blast, and you're just like so confused. And it's this realization that yes, maybe things are meek, maybe your back is against the wall, but the only way to go is up. The only thing to do is grow. The only thing that you can possibly get out of this is change. And that's what I really like about this quote, is that you're not being buried, you're being planted for something new to grow. You have been flourishing, and it's time to kind of go back and flourish again. It's time to go back and flourish again. It really is a cycle, and life is a life cycle. We learned this in school. It's everything that's happening to us. It's everything that's preparing us for what's to come. And I hate to bring this into play, but it really is us being like Pokemon. We're evolving, we're ever changing, we're growing into something more. I've been really into Pokemon lately, so I'm really happy about using this analogy. But when you watch the Pokemon show, or you get into it, there is a moment where you think the Pokemon's done, he's finished in the fight, nothing's gonna happen, and then bam, they evolve, they transform because of that hardship. A lot of times, a lot of us think that because of these hard times, because of these moments, that we're not going to shine from it, but you truly are. Because the day that you're sharing this testimony with someone, living the future that you've been praying for, and showing that person that, hey, I came from this, and you see where I am now, so that you're sharing this testimony with them to show them that it's possible for them too. So share your testimony. Be a light in people's eyes, because that's what you truly are. A lot of us are dimming our lights because of people, situations, our own self-esteem. Shine bright, and I guarantee you'll see that your perspective will change and your life will change. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next week with a new video. I hope May is good to you, and I hope April was even better. I hope April was good to you, and I hope May is even better. Either way, I wish you guys the best, and I hope that you guys are all doing very well, and you're keeping your heads high, even with everything going on in the world, and you're making sure that you're taken care of, and your loved ones are taken care of, and you're doing your part the best you can. So, I'll see you guys next week with a new video, and yeah, drink your water, all right?